What's cracking, everybody? Happy Monday. I wanted to talk to all my agency owners today because, most of the time I talk to agents that are new in the business. But today I'm talking to you. If you consider yourself to be an agency owner where you are hiring insurance agents to come and work for your agency, then you want to listen up to this. For years I've been talking to everybody about TCPA compliance, DNC compliance, the FCC. For years I've been talking about these issues. And I would say that I'm probably one of a very small group of agents that have used my platforms to talk about this. And I am happy that I have, because it has only helped us stay ahead of the curve. But with the FCC making the changes of one-to-one consent, it's super important that for all of you guys, again, agency owners, that you are 100% sure of not only who you hire, but how are your sub-agents, sub-agencies generating their business. Because just like I shared with you guys last week, in 2024, I've grossed over $100,000 in cash settlements where I've been paid because I've held these agencies accountable for violating those rights. But moving forward, it's going to get more complicated for you if you're not on top of these issues. Why is that? Because most of the time, these settlements that I'm talking about, I got the agency involved that these sub-agents worked for. And most of the time, the top agency head didn't know that their sub-agents were buying, call transfers that were DNC dirty. And guess what? They were also involved in having to settle with me what their agent's actions were. So yes, the agent paid, but there were circumstances where the agent had no money to pay, and the insurance company stepped forward and paid me for those violations. Somehow, some way, a lot of you guys think that when you bring on an agent, he's a 1099 person, that you're not responsible, but you are. You have an authority with that person. They represent your agency, your carriers. So for 2025, every single lead that your team works, is it compliant? Because if it's not, then you can definitely face yourself in some form of litigation, because your agents are buying leads that have consent for maybe another carrier, but not your group of carriers or your agency. And I believe we're going to see a lot more lawsuits. That's my feeling. Because just again, when I talk to agency owners, they're really not putting a lot of thought into this, because somehow they think that they're not responsible. But guess again, you are. But with us going from cost center operations over the course of the last 2 years, we've been pushing inbounds, we've been marketing, and we've been learning so much. I myself, in the last 12 months, have learned so much about digital marketing that it's just amazing. But I've also been able to see where the new landmines are going to be for all of you guys that are buying digital marketing inbounds. And I want to share with you guys. In the last few weeks, I have seen several marketing companies that have been sued by the agencies that they sell leads to. I've seen the government crack down on insurance marketing firms to the point where they're coming down with criminal, civil complaints. I've seen agents lose their license because of how they are marketing. In fact, this one lawsuit, and I'm going to put this in the content section, is being sued as a consumer class and an agent class under Rico Act. Yes, I said Rico Act. And for all of you guys that don't know what a Rico Act is, I'm going to read it to you directly so you know how serious this. We're talking about insurance marketing firms being sued civilly and criminally under the Rico because of how they are generating leads. Now, what's Rico? Rico Enterprise refers to an organization or group that is involved in illegal activities as defined by the Racketeer Influence and Corrupt Organization Rico Act. Crazy, right? Illegal activities. The enterprise must engage in activities that violates laws such as drug trafficking, extortion, money laundering, or other criminal offenses. Pattern of racketeering. There must be a pattern of illegal activity, typically involve at least 2 acts of racketeering within a 10-year period. Association. The individuals involved in the enterprise must have a connection to each other and work in furtherance of the enterprise in illegal activities. Guys, these are marketing firms that are facing these kind of problems because of how they are marketing. Today and age, with ACA, you know, these tax credits for ACA, they are misrepresenting that to the public. Instead of saying a tax credit, they're letting people think that they're receiving cash. So what happens? People call in. I remember years ago, the Walmart direct mail. That direct mail piece did very well. Why? Because there was a gimmick involved, right? And I would think that direct mail is borderline illegal. But think of what you're doing. A lot of you guys are hiring the gurus to show you how to place ads, how to do all this stuff. I'm telling you, if you are not cautious over how you're doing your digital marketing presence, what the ads say, how they're being portrayed, you can find yourself in the same predicament as these people. Because I'm telling you, I've seen some of these ads that the government's going after, and I've seen a lot of these type of ads. For example, the state of Illinois has just approved XYZ insurance. That right there is almost borderline misinformation. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to post this lawsuit here in the comments section. Go and read it. But I promise you, if you're an agency owner, you must definitely need to make sure that each and every single one of your agents that represents your name, your agency, that they are buying leads from reputable organizations that are not going to cut corners. Because the reason these marketing firms do this, guys, is because it costs them less money to generate that inbound lead. But again, there's a gimmick. Also, clickbait, where people are text messaging people illegally links. So now you get a text message, you see the link, you click it, and it's voila, a final expense lander. But the text messaging was illegal because there was no prior written consent. These are the kind of things that are happening. And I'm going to be talking about it more and more as the weeks progress, because now we avoid one issue, but now we have to face the next. So if you need more information on this, check out the comments. Give me a call. If you need leads, give me an opportunity to help you out with that. Peace.